I got this all finished. Got the wires bent. Got the keeper wires put on. And I was just about to get ready for acrylic. I forgot the undercut wires. And this is a certain thing that this doctor likes. I thought I would include it in these little short videos I'm making for the wraparound hollies. Should go right along with these attachments. And what an undercut wire is, it's going to be under the acrylic, and it's going to go into the embrasure right here, right in there, and it's going to add a little bit extra retention without going over the occlusion. So it's just going to go right under there. It doesn't work on every single case. It's got to be a case that has pretty good undercuts anyway. And let's see if I can get that to zoom in. And I'm going to show you how I make these things. Okay? Alright, here I am in my dust collecting box. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little slice right here in between these two teeth. And I'm going to lay the wire in there and keep it long. They want me to keep it long in the doctor's office so that they're going to cut this chair side and they're going to cut it to whatever length they need to achieve the retention that they need. So they just want me to lay it in between the two teeth and keep it long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down a little bit. And what that does is help to pre-activate the wire and keep it on the same level as the gums. So I have a little separating disc here, real thin. I'm just going to real carefully make sure you don't get your wires there. Real carefully. Go in between the teeth. All the way down to the gingival, the gum line. Alright, so you see that space in between there now? Down to where the gums are going to be between the teeth. So all the way through the contact of the crowns. So now, why did we do that? Why did we go between the teeth? Well, this is why. So that it is, when I bend the wires, they are already perpendicular to the teeth. But if we didn't do that, I would have to make a bend in there that goes parallel to the teeth to get over to the occlusion and then back over, so that when they cut it short, the wire's going to be sticking straight up like that. So by slicing between the teeth, I can keep the wire flat so they can cut it whatever length they need, and there's no bends in it, pretty much. So, and this is O to O wire, and let me show you how to adapt that. Okay, again, this is alright, this is O2O wire, and I like to start on the inside actually. So I'll make my usual little, kind of like you did on the keeper wires, but I'm just going to end it right up against the wire. Bend, give it a little bit more acrylic retention, because you don't want this to pull out of the acrylic, because they're going to be pulling on it day one, trying to get this to bend into the embrasure while it's in the mouth. pretty much as level as possible. There we go. Cut this. So, once you come to this point, you can pretty much do whatever you want to with the wire, because most likely they're going to be cutting it around here or here. So all this on this end is extra. Again, they want you to leave it long so that they can cut it and form it. And so they can cut it to the shape of the patient's embrasure. Again, because these models may not be totally 100% accurate, but the mouth is. So I like to keep it pretty long, not too crazy. So I'll cut that a little short, and then I'll just make another bend. And that's it. These are pretty easy. So now, alright, so now how I like to hold these on for the acrylic is I wax them right there. Now you still want acrylic in this area on top of the wire. And that helps to control it. I do want a little wax underneath it. Okay, so it's sticking out enough to embed real well in the acrylic. I'm going to pull it out just a little bit so you can see. And then it's going to stick in between those two teeth right there. That's it. Pretty easy. And they do the rest chair side. They'll cut that part off. And then they go and start fitting it into the mouth. And they do a little extra bend where they go down and back up. And helps to aid in retention. So I'm going to do the other side now. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention, the reason I put a loop on here is because if I just cut it straight, it'll be real sharp. And when people are handling this and stuff with gloves on, I don't want these sharp wires to poke through the mouth. Or, I mean, sorry, not through the mouth, through the gloves. So that's why I put a curly Q on the end of that.